It's Eric Barfield from Patch Foundry, and today we are excited to announce that we are releasing a massive update to the cover band collection. And this includes almost, I think, 50 patches, puts us over 300 patches for the first time ever in the history of the collection. There's just a ton of new sounds. And then on top of that, I've also gone back through all 300 and updated a whole bunch of the sounds and tweaked them even just a little bit more to try and make them really usable. So without getting into the weeds too much, let's just do a walkthrough. Okay, there's a ton to get into here, and I want to apologize in advance that I do not have everything laid out exactly as I would like to have it laid out in alphabetical order on this, because I'm actually playing a show tomorrow night. And so I have a bunch of the patches all over here in the beginning in the order for the show. So that's what you get when you're a working musician. Sometimes things get messy. So anyway, there's a ton going on here. All the new patches are interspersed with the older patches, so I'm just going to go through and talk a little bit about some of the things that have changed. Let's start off. I've got 24 Carat Magic. One of the things I've changed across all of the patches is I made sure that not only can you use the expression pedal, but you can also use the modulation wheel if you decide you want to do that. It's very helpful if you're not comfortable moving your foot on stage. And I've heard people complain that they can't do it while standing up. That's not necessarily true, because when I play, we do 2 to 3 hour sets and I stand the whole time. So it is possible to do, but it does take some coordination. And if you like the mod wheel, hey, I'm not going to stand in your way. So this is going to sweep up and down. And that'll be consistent across all patches. 24 Carat's been in for a while. Then we've got 500 miles. Again, subtle tweaks on some of these. Some of them have been rebuilt completely. 500 miles has an 80s pad you can turn on now. 9 to 5, we had that in the last update, but again, there's been some trumpet parts added here, so you can get this kind of nice thing going on if you want. Let's go through here and see if I can find some new stuff. All I need to see, again, some of these are just regular, boring pianos and like a pad. So again, I put these in because I use them. I like it when I have something uniquely tweaked to the exact song that I'm working on. And if you want a full list of these songs, you can find it on the product page. But again, they're all here for you if you need them, when you need them. All the Small Things is a great example. Like, this is by Blink-182. And there's no piano part there, so I put in an upright piano. And it's, again, not exactly right, but that's okay. That's what I use in that situation. Now, there are certain ones like American Beauty where it's exactly the same thing. This is a Drew Holcomb song. It's just a very simple stacked piano on top of each other. Let's keep on moving any way you want it. This is one where it's exactly like the original. You can add a second layer of strings. Like that. It's just a fun patch. That's a new one. Let's keep on going through. We've got some, like a classic Baby It's Cold Outside. Like, this is this really nice jazzy piano that I've tweaked just a little bit to kind of fit. We've got Beautiful Boy. This is a John Lennon song. This is one that's exactly like the original. And then I played some country stuff, so I put that in. I've got a piano for Beer Never Broke My Heart by Luke Combs. We got some this kind of banjo-y thing with a piano, and then a grinding organ. Benny and the Jets is a new one. And again, it sounds exactly like the original. So we'll keep on going here. Blessed. Man, there's so many in here that I don't even have time to get to all of the new ones even without this video being like forever. So Blinding Lights, this is one that's notable, The Weeknd. We've got a bunch more going on here. Again, there's some gaps because I pulled these for my set that I'm playing. Butterfly Kisses. I think that's from the previous release, but again, it's been tweaked just a little bit. We've got Captain by Dave Matthews Band. Again, there's kind of like a piano with a very specific EQ pattern put in so that it fits well. Chattahootchee. Like an upright honky-tonk and a organ, another classic country. And let's see, Come and Get Your Love, I believe that's new, by Redbone. It's just a nice string. You get the idea. Dancing in the Moonlight, that was from last time, but I just love the way that piano sounds. Days Like This, Van Morrison. An organ that you can bring in. And that comes in December 1963, Frankie Valli. Got that, but then you also have the lead. That very classic Moog sound there. Then we got Dixieland Delight. This is a banjo sound, which you can sweep in using your volume pedal. Or here, if you decide you want to, like that. DJ Got Us Fallin in Love. This is a new one as well. With a doubled on panel B, we have a doubled synth. Sweepable, again with the foot pedal if you want, or this. Don't Stop Me Now. Boy, there's a ton of fun ones here. New one, Fleetwood Mac, Dreams. Again, I'm not playing it here for obvious reasons, but it's the exact sound, so you've got it there. Dynamite. That one I think was the previous release, but it's and we're in the D's still. You kind of see where what I'm saying when I'm saying that there's so many here. We got Fishing in the Dark. We have Forever Now. That's a new one. Free Bird. So when people scream, Free Bird, you got it. got your sound dialed right in there. You can bring it up and make them tip you a lot because it's Freebird. Give me one reason to stay here. Again, this is a classic example of it's a piano, it's an organ, but it's been slightly tweaked to fit the song exactly. So Gunpowder and Lead, a fun, just a grinding, awesome sounding organ with a nice, aggressive, upright piano. It really fits well. Boy, I'm going through, there's so many here. Home, this is a Michael Bublé, which is just a nice string pad and a tweaked piano. Yep, he has a very specific sound. Humble and Kind, that's a new one. And it's the same thing as Home, but it's not. You have the piano, which has a whole different set of settings, and then it's a different strings part because I wanted slight more intensity. This one has a higher vibrato rate, meaning like the string players are doing more vibrato, and that's why it works. So again, that's why it's helpful to have one instead of just a stock piano sound, because it does make a big difference. Let's see here. I'll name the dogs. Blake Shelton. Upright piano, organ with drawbars set. Let's see. There's so many here. It won't, but again, this is another. Pretty basic patch, but it's just the subtle things that make a big difference. Jack and Diane, I got this sound. Very, very from that time period. John Mellencamp at his best. We have Just Dance. You get the right there for you. Last Dance is new as well. Again, it's a really reverbed out piano with a really reverbed out orchestral string. So we got that. Levitating, this is a new one as well. This has, it's rare where I can't find a sound, and this was one of the cases because it has this like weird thing that I had to like resample from a synthesizer and then process and map into the keyboard. So you got that hook at the beginning, the piano down here, and then really high aggressive 80s disco strings part here. So you can, if you have the coordination, you can go and then keep that high part going the whole time. You guys are probably way more coordinated than I am. I struggle with that stuff sometimes. Live is a highway. That part, you know the song. If you've watched Cars, you have little kids. Let's keep going. Love Shack. I think this has been in for a while. but I've made some tweaks to it just to try to get it more authentic, and also making sure that all the mappings worked properly. Mary Jane's Last Night in Town. You get the idea. Me and Bobby Mcgee. You got this nice upright piano that's been tweaked a little bit. Again, you can have a preset that you just say, hey, every time I need a piano and an organ, I'm going to just hit X button. And that'd be just fine. But just having everything tweaked exactly the way it's supposed to sound makes that much of a difference. Mother Like Mine is, I believe that's Lady Antebellum. Again, this one kind of has this like, it's sort of like a pedal steel, or, you know, so if you don't have the pedal steel player on your gig, you can kind of fake your way through. My Own Worst Enemy, again, another great 2000 song. This one does not really have a piano part, so I put a punchy piano in. There just to have something. Neon Moon, this is an exact version, the Alan Jackson version of Neon Moon. It's that classic DX7 sound. Keep going here. Open Arms, this one's fun. Boy, what a great song. Piano Man, this one has a accordion built in, so you can kind of cover some of those accordion parts by sweeping it with your foot or with your hand. So Pink Houses, another John Mellencamp. Rubberband Man. This one has that low clavinet, and then in the middle you got a brass part, layered with the piano, so you can put in both at the same time, which is really handy. Or you can turn it off if you're playing with a real brass section, which is, of course, the best option. Sir Duke, that another fun one. Something to talk about is new-ish, which again, that classic sound that's really hard to find. You just have to kind of know where to look. Suit and Tie, this one has like this cool vibe. As long as I keep my shoe. And then you can layer it with panel B, which is a super saw synth, which makes it really hit hard. Sweet Child of Mine, just an organ, nothing fancy. Take It Easy is again, not anything fancy, just fits. The Middle is another, again, this one does not have a piano part The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. It's just a nice B part for you to, instead of just sitting there on your hands on stage, you can play something with everybody. Going through here, just trying to find a few hits. Valerie by Amy Winehouse. Tuned piano just exactly the way you'd want it. When It Rains It Pours by Luke Combs. It's just a nice organ. We got Wildfire, we got Wildflower. You Are the Sunshine of My Life. You'll Be in My Heart. I just love playing that part, I'm not gonna lie. Your Love by The Outfield. And you can open up the filter to get this cool. Again, I don't think there's a piano part on Your Love, but this will allow you to play something that feels like it should have been on the album. And that's all of the new sounds, or at least some of the new sounds in the new collection. If you already bought a copy of the cover band collection, this is a free update for you. And we'll be adding, as long as I own a Nord Stage 3, I'll be adding patches on a semi-regular basis. And yeah, those are all free. If you haven't, it's still on sale. It's still a good deal. And I'd encourage you to check it out on the website, see if it fits what you need.